Good morning. Today we are discussing about interpretation of organic compounds by FTIR spectroscopy, myself Shankar Alegaon. FTIR is an excellent technique for pharmaceutical analysis because it is easy to use, sensitive, time-saving method and that can detect wide range of the functional groups like alkanes, alkenes, alkyl halides, ketones, carboxylic acid and its derivative, amine, amide, etc. FTIR play important role in basic drug research and the structural elucidation. Second one is formulation development and validation. Third very important application of FTIR is quality control process for incoming and outgoing material. Brief theory. Infrared spectroscopy exploits the fact that molecule absorb specific frequencies that are characteristic of their structure. These absorption are resonant frequencies, that is, the frequency of the absorbed radiation matches the frequency of the bond or group that vibrates. Dipole moment play very important role in a FTIR spectroscopy. If you see there is a change in a dipole moment, it is very important for the compound which want to IR active. For example, the symmetrical and asymmetrical structure of carbon dioxide. If you see the symmetrical structure of carbon dioxide does not change any dipole moment, whereas asymmetrical structure of carbon dioxide shows there is a change in a dipole moment. So that asymmetrical structure of carbon dioxide is IR active. It can shows at the 2350 reciprocal centimeter, whereas the symmetrical structure of carbon dioxide is IR inactive. Stretching vibration and bending vibration. If you see the stretching vibrations, once again it is divided into symmetric and asymmetric stretch. Here we can observe there is a change in a bond length, whereas bending vibration we can see there is a change in a bond angle. Bending vibration is once again divided into scissor and rock, which lies in plane. Twist and wag, it is lies out of plane. The IR portion of electromagnetic spectrum is usually divided into three regions. One is near IR that starts with 14,000 to 4,000 reciprocal centimeter. Second one is mid IR. It starts 4,000 to 400 reciprocal centimeter. Third one is far IR. It starts 400 to 10 reciprocal centimeter. It is relation to visible spectrum. Another important point in an interpretation of infrared spectrum, the fingerprint region. The region that contains a particularly large number of unassigned vibrations is roughly from 1400 to 900 reciprocal centimeter. In some books, it may stated that 1400 to 700 reciprocal centimeter. Generally, this area often we can call as a fingerprint region. Fingerprint region can also play important role if you are not taken spectra in a standard conditions. Then come to detection of the different bond. In FTIR spectrum, we can get minimum three types of different peaks. One is the strong peak, which is denoted by small s, medium peak, which is denoted by small m, weak peak, which is denoted by W. If I say strong peak, the transmittance is a very low. If I say weak peak, the transmittance is very high. Okay, if you see, sometime we can get the broad peak also. It is a combination of medium and the strong peak. Let us now start interpretation of some alkanes. Now we can start the simple alkanes. The simple alkanes can be interpreted in terms of four vibrations, namely the stretching and bending of the carbon hydrogen and carbon carbon bonds. Okay, before starting, one should understand what are the group frequencies for saturated aliphatic compounds. Usually, they lies in a methyl stretch and methyl bending, methylene stretch and methylene bending. If you see in a methyl stretch, you can observe in a 2972, 2950 and the 2880 to 2860 reciprocal centimeter, which can cover asymmetric and symmetric methyl stretch. If you come to in a bending, the bending play very important role. In a later stage, I'm going to understand. I'll tell you why it is bending is important in a structural illustration of the simple alkanes and cyclic alkanes. If you see in a 1470 to 1430 and 1380 to 1370 reciprocal centimeter of methyl asymmetric and the symmetric bending we can observe. Then come to methylene. The methylene stretch they play another important role in a simple alkane. These lies in a 2935 to 2915 and 2865 to 2845 reciprocal centimeter, and methylene bending occurs at the 1485 to 1445 reciprocal centimeter. Third one, the third type of in a carbon hydrogen stretch in simple alkane, it comes under methane. So methane stretch we can observe at the 2900 to 2880 reciprocal centimeter. Methane bending we can observe 1350 to 1330 reciprocal centimeter. Apart from this, we can also come across some special carbon hydrogen stretching, that is the OCS3. Usually you can call methoxy, sometime methylamino, NCS3. The methoxy stretch we can observe in a 2850 to 2815 reciprocal centimeter, and 2820 to 2780 we can observe NCS3 of the carbon hydrogen stretch. And some of the carbon the stretch it can observe, it is in a fingerprint region, that is 1300 to 800 reciprocal centimeter. Let us start one simple example, Dodocane spectra. Here we can observe the both sp3 hybridized the CH stretch, and also we can observe the CH2 stretch. If I say the CH stretch, it can once again divided into asymmetric stretch and the symmetric stretch. The carbon hydrogen stretch I can observe 2953 reciprocal centimeter as a asymmetrical methyl group. Okay, whereas symmetrical I can observe 2870 reciprocal centimeter. In otherwise, the 2922 reciprocal centimeter I can get asymmetrical the methylene group, whereas I can get the 2853 the symmetrical methylene group. So once again, in a carbon hydrogen bending, I can observe at 1464 reciprocal centimeter, that is usually in a symmetrical stretch. In a 1450, I can get an asymmetrical stretching of methyl. But very important one is 1379 reciprocal centimeter, it is a symmetrical stretch. If you see these methyl stretch, it is a very easy to understand whether your compound is cyclic compound and your compound does not have any cyclic compound. And here even we can find some rock in a vibrations that's somewhere between in a 7724 reciprocal centimeter of CH2. Even if you check in other simple alkane, that is octane. Here octane also we have got only two types of the stretching, that is sp3 stretching, what I have told in the previous Dodocane spectra. Here also I can get the carbon hydrogen the stretching at somewhere between 2990 to 2800 reciprocal centimeter, and the methyl and methylene bending I can observe at 1470 to 1390 reciprocal centimeter. But if I check in a branched alkane, so branched alkane once again play another important story. Here, most of the carbon hydrogen stretching vibration, it is become weak. If you see this spectrum, here tertiary butyl, whatever the CH carbon hydrogen stretch, they become very weak. When you see in a earlier in a simple alkane, they are all strong peak. But if you take overall in a presence of primary and secondary and tertiary carbon hydrogen stretching, we can observe here also only in a two types peak. That one type of peak we can observe at the 3000 to 2800 reciprocal centimeter, that lies the methylene and the methyl stretching and another one is we are getting somewhere between 1360 to 1390 reciprocal centimeter. Here we can observe the bending of the CH2 and CH3 compounds. Let us think in a cyclic alkane. It is a lot of difference between the cyclic alkane and the plain alkanes. Here, as you mentioned, here also I can get in a two type stretching area only. But instead of 2990 to 2800, here I am going to get the carbon hydrogen stretch of the methylene. I can observe 2800 to 2680 reciprocal centimeter. Here, in the one characteristic, there is no CH3 bending peak around 1375. Only I can get in a CH2 bending peak. How I can understand this? Whether this peak is important for the assignment, or the CH2 CH3 peak is very important for assignable for whatever the spectra I have taken in a cyclohexane. When you compare with a simple hexane, you can understand very easily. If you just compare both in a cyclohexane and simple hexane, in a simple hexane, you can observe the peak, sharp peak at the 3000 to 2800 reciprocal centimeter, and other one is a very important one is that is CH3 bending shows around 1375 reciprocal centimeter. Actually that is missing in cyclohexane. So if you check, if you understand such way, comparison can make you more competitive and the alert. So what is the present in plain in a alkane and what is not present in a cyclic alkane? Okay, even we can understand this. It is very easy to understand in a different types of alkanes. If you put one other the above, then you can say how you are going to compare. If you compare, you can get the more knowledge. If you see in a cyclohexane, here peaks, there is no peak at all here. But if you see in a simple hexane, you can very strong peak, you can observe the methyl peak. So that tells about this is the one characteristic peak you can say that is a differentiate between cyclohexane and simple hexane. In the same things we can observe in a pentane and cyclopentane. Okay, if you see the in a simple pentane, here also I can get in a carbon hydrogen the stretching of symmetric and asymmetric. It shows around 3000 to 2800 reciprocal centimeter, whereas in a CH2 and CH3 bending vibration I can get in a somewhere between 1400 to 1360, but characteristic somewhere in a CS3 bending it shows 1375, which is the missing in a cyclopentane. Understand? So even you can take any the cyclo compounds and the plain compounds. Okay, cyclohexane, cycloheptane, cyclooctane. If you compare with the octane to cyclooctane, then you can understand what is the difference between in a cyclooctane and simple octane. Even you can start simple in a in a butane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane, and cycloheptane. What is the take-home message? The take-home message from this short video: the simple alkanes display the stretching and bending vibration of carbon-hydrogen and carbon-carbon bonds, and one should know the normal group frequencies. Third one, the spectral comparison makes you perfect understanding of interpretation of in a normal or simple alkanes. FTIR should be run in a standard condition. Thank you. Thank you once again listening. For further reference, please refer following the reference which we have utilized for above presentation. Thank you once again.